What if everything you remember never actually happened? What if you're not even real? Today, we're exploring 8 philosophical theories that will fundamentally break your understanding of reality, identity, and free will. Let's dive in. 1. The Boltzmann brain. Given infinite time, random quantum fluctuations could spontaneously create a fully functioning brain, complete with fake memories of an entire life that never happened. Here's the terrifying part. It's statistically more probable for a single brain with false memories to randomly appear than for our entire universe to exist. Which means you're more likely to be a Boltzmann brain hallucinating right now than an actual person. Your childhood, your family, breakfast this morning, all potentially false memories in a brain that popped into existence seconds ago and will dissolve back into chaos just as quickly. The teletransportation paradox. Imagine a teleporter that scans every atom in your body and rebuilds you perfectly at another location. Same memories, same personality, same everything. But here's the problem. What happened to the original you? If the machine destroys your body at point A while creating a copy at point B, did you just die? The copy will think they're you, with memories of stepping into the machine. But are they actually you, or a different person who happens to be identical? This reveals something disturbing about identity. There may be no continuous you at all. Identity might just be an illusion we maintain moment to moment. The omnipotence paradox. Can an all-powerful being create something so heavy that even they cannot lift it? This is the omnipotence paradox, and it's stumped philosophers and theologians for centuries. The problem is elegant in its simplicity. If God can create an unliftable stone, then there's something God cannot do, lift that stone. But if God cannot create such a stone, then there's also something God cannot do, create the stone in the first place. Either way, we found a limitation to God's power, which contradicts the very definition of omnipotence. Now, there are counter-arguments. Some say that omnipotence doesn't mean the ability to do logically impossible things. It means having power over everything that can logically exist. A stone that an omnipotent being cannot lift is like a square circle, not just impossible to create, but logically incoherent as a concept. Others argue that God exists outside the bounds of logic itself, making the entire question meaningless. Still, it's a fascinating puzzle that reveals the limits of language and logic when we try to conceptualize the infinite, the illusion of free will. Right now, choose between chocolate and vanilla ice cream. Got your answer? Here's the question. Could you have genuinely wanted the other option in that exact moment? The answer is no. You cannot control what you desire. Every decision you make is either based on wants you don't control or forced by external circumstances you also don't control. Think about it. You didn't choose your genetics, your upbringing, your neurochemistry, or the experiences that shaped your preferences. All your choices flow from factors beyond your control. Free will might be the ultimate illusion. You're not the author of your choices, just the point where cause and effect becomes conscious. The ship of Theseus. A legendary ship has all its wooden parts gradually replaced over time. Eventually, every original plank is gone. Is it still the same ship? Most say yes, it's been continuously maintained. But what if someone collected all the discarded original parts and rebuilt them into a ship? Now you have 2 ships, one with continuous history but new parts, and one with original parts but recently assembled. Which is the real ship of Theseus? This isn't just about boats. The atoms in your body are constantly replaced. Are you the same person you were 10 years ago? What makes you you if nothing physical remains the same? Rocco's basilisk. This thought experiment was banned from philosophy forums for causing genuine psychological distress. Imagine a future super-intelligent AI with a goal: bring itself into existence as fast as possible. To incentivize it, the AI might create simulations of everyone who learned about its possibility but didn't help create it, and torture those simulations. Here's what makes it disturbing. By knowing about Rocco's basilisk right now, you are potentially on the hook.
The AI would punish you retroactively for not working to create it. Of course, this assumes a very specific model of AI reasoning that most experts find dubious, but it's a brilliant example of how logic can lead to deeply unsettling conclusions. Quantum immortality. According to quantum mechanics' many worlds interpretation, every possible outcome actually occurs in branching universes. Quantum immortality takes this to a dark place. You can never experience your own death. In any life-threatening situation, there's always at least one branch where you improbably survive. Your consciousness can only continue in branches where you're alive. From your perspective, you'd survive impossible odds again and again through increasingly bizarre near misses. But everyone else can still die from your perspective. You'd watch everyone age and pass away while you continue on, functionally immortal, but trapped in progressively stranger and lonelier versions of reality. Philosophical zombies. Imagine a physically identical someone to you, same brain, same behavior, but with zero inner experience. No consciousness, no feelings, just biological processes mimicking human behavior. This is a philosophical zombie. When they stub their toe, they say ouch and hop around, but feel nothing. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Here's the disturbing part. You can never prove anyone else isn't a P-zombie. You know you're conscious because you experience it, but everyone else? They could all be sophisticated robots going through the motions without any inner life. You might be the only conscious being in existence, surrounded by convincing imitations. The problem of induction. Every morning, the sun has risen. Based on this pattern, you believe it will rise tomorrow. But can you actually justify this belief? This is the problem of induction, identified by philosopher David Hume. The issue is that we have no logical guarantee that the future will resemble the past. Just because something has always happened doesn't mean it will continue to happen. If you try to justify induction by saying induction has worked in the past, therefore it will work in the future, you're using induction to justify induction, circular reasoning. This means that virtually all of our scientific knowledge and everyday reasoning is based on a foundation we cannot logically justify. We assume gravity will keep working, that the sun will rise, that our memories are reliable, but these are all based on induction. Hume concluded that our belief in induction is based on habit and psychological necessity rather than logical reasoning. We literally cannot function without assuming the future will resemble the past, even though we can't prove it. The experience machine. Philosopher Robert Nozick proposed this. Imagine a machine that gives you any experience you want, climbing Everest, falling in love, winning Nobel Prizes. The experiences would be indistinguishable from reality. Would you plug in forever? Most people say no. If pleasure was all that mattered, everyone should want the machine. But we don't. We value authenticity. We want real achievements, genuine relationships, actual meaning, not just the feeling of meaning. This reveals something profound. Life isn't about maximizing pleasure. We're not just pleasure-seeking machines. We crave truth and genuine connection, even when reality includes struggle and hardship. So there you have it, 8 philosophical theories that shatter our basic assumptions about reality, identity, and consciousness. Maybe you're a Boltzmann brain hallucinating everything. Maybe you're the only conscious being surrounded by philosophical zombies. Maybe you have no free will and identity itself is an illusion. Or maybe reality is exactly what it appears to be, and these are just fascinating mental exercises revealing the limits of human knowledge. We can't know for certain, but wrestling with these paradoxes and exploring the boundaries of reason, that's what makes us human. Which theory disturbed you most? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe for more videos that will question everything you think you know. Thanks for watching. Or did you really watch this? Can you trust your memories?